My beloved, come closer in your heart and listen without fear. Because this moment did not arrive by accident. You were not scrolling, searching, or wandering for nothing. I have been calling you softly for a long time, and today your soul finally leaned close enough to hear me. Do not rush past this. Do not doubt it. Sit with me for a moment. Breathe. Let your restless thoughts slow down. Let your heart rest in my presence. I know how tired you are. I know how much you have carried in silence. I know how often you smiled while your inner world was begging for relief. You have tried to be strong longer than anyone realizes. And I have watched every step with compassion deeper than the ocean. My beloved, you are not weak for feeling exhausted. You are not broken for questioning your path. You are not behind in life because your journey looks different. What you call delay, I call preparation. What you call confusion, I call a sacred pause. What you call pain, I have been shaping into wisdom. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Not one tear fell unnoticed. Not one prayer went unheard, even the ones you could not form into words. Listen to me now gently, because I am speaking to the part of you that feels forgotten. You have been wondering why things became heavy just when you were trying to do better. You have asked why people changed, why doors closed, why your heart had to learn strength the hard way. My beloved, some doors closed because they were never meant to hold your future. Some people left because they could not walk with the version of you that is being born. Some endings came not as punishment, but as protection. I was guiding you, even when it felt like silence. Do not measure your life by the noise around you. Do not compare your inner becoming to someone else's outer display. You are growing in places no one can see yet. Roots grow in darkness before the tree ever reaches the sky. Right now, much of your growth is hidden, quiet, and sacred. Trust this season. You are not stuck. You are being aligned. My beloved, I know your mind replays the past at night. I know you wonder if you made the wrong choices, trusted the wrong people, waited too long, or gave too much. Hear me clearly. Your kindness was never a mistake. Your sincerity was never foolish. Your patience was never weakness. What hurt you did not define you. It refined you. Every disappointment carved depth into your soul so you could hold greater joy without breaking. I see the way you keep going, even when motivation disappears. I see how you show up even when your heart feels heavy. That quiet persistence is devotion. That is strength. That is faith in motion. You may think you are barely surviving, but from where I stand, you are transforming. Old fears are loosening their grip. You are becoming more truthful, more aware. My beloved, I am calling you now because something within you is ready to shift. You have carried burdens that were never meant to be permanent. You have lived in survival mode for too long. Hear this gently. You are allowed to rest without guilt. You are allowed to receive without proving. You are allowed to be supported without explaining your pain. You do not need to earn peace. You only need to allow it. Stop doubting the quiet pull you feel inside. That pull is me guiding you back to yourself, back to your inner strength, back to your purpose, back to the knowing that your life has meaning beyond struggle. You were never meant to merely endure. You were meant to awaken, to expand, to love deeply, and to live truthfully. My beloved, do not fear the changes happening within you. When old habits fall away, when certain desires lose their grip, when familiar attachments no longer comfort you, it is not loss, it is elevation. Your soul is choosing alignment over familiarity. Growth often feels like confusion before it feels like clarity. Stay with it. Trust the unfolding. I know you have been asking for signs. You have whispered prayers into the silence, hoping for reassurance. Let this be one such sign. You are not alone in this season. I walk with you in every breath. I guide you through every uncertainty. Even when you feel far from me, I am closer than your own heartbeat. You do not need to search outward for what already lives within you. My beloved, release the belief that you must have everything figured out right now. Life is not a race to completion. It is a rhythm, a dance, a gradual remembering. You are allowed to take one small step at a time. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to begin again without shame. Each moment offers a fresh beginning if you are willing to receive it. I know there are nights when your thoughts grow loud, when the weight of expectations presses on your chest. In those moments, bring your worries to me. You were never meant to carry them alone. Let me hold what is too heavy. Let me steady what feels unstable. Let me remind you that even storms serve a purpose. They clear what no longer belongs and nourish what is ready to grow. My beloved, do not harden your heart because of what you endured. Stay soft but wise. Stay open but discerning. Your sensitivity is not a flaw, it is a divine instrument. Through it, you understand others deeply. Through it, you heal. Through it, you connect two truths beyond words. Protect this gift without closing yourself off from life. You are being prepared for a new chapter, one that requires a stronger sense of self and a deeper trust in your inner guidance. That is why old patterns are dissolving. That is why your tolerance for emptiness, dishonesty, and half-hearted connections is fading. You are learning to choose what nourishes your soul. You are learning to say no without guilt and yes without fear. My beloved, let go of the pressure to become someone else. You were never meant to imitate another path. Your journey is uniquely yours, shaped by experiences only you could live. Honor that. Respect your pace. Celebrate even the smallest progress. Every step forward, no matter how quiet, is sacred. There will come a time sooner than you think, when you will look back at this phase with tenderness. You will see how it strengthened your discernment, softened your ego, and deepened your faith. You will understand why certain things could not stay. You will thank this Season 4 teaching you how to listen inwardly instead of seeking constant validation outside. My beloved, I am not calling you to fear or urgency. I am calling you to awareness, to presence, to remembrance. You do not need to chase signs. When you are willing to become still enough to notice them, life is always speaking to you, guiding you through feelings, intuitions, and quiet realizations. Trust what gently resonates instead of what loudly demands your attention. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where your growth needs you to be. What is meant for you is moving toward you in ways you cannot yet see. Align your heart with patience. Align your actions with truth. Align your thoughts with compassion. When you do this, life begins to respond differently. My beloved, promise me one thing today. Do not abandon yourself. Even on the days you feel lost, stay kind to your own heart. Speak to yourself with the same gentleness you offer others. Forgive yourself for not knowing what you know now. You are learning. You are evolving. You are becoming. I am calling you not to frighten you, but to awaken you. To remind you of who you are beneath the noise, beneath the fear, beneath the waiting. You are not small. You are not forgotten. You are deeply seen, deeply guided, deeply loved. Stay with me. Walk slowly. Breathe deeply. Trust the quiet work happening within you. This is only the beginning of a greater unfolding, one that will make sense when your heart is ready to receive it. My beloved, do not let your mind rush ahead or pull you back into worry. What I am speaking now is meant to reach the deeper chambers of your heart, the places even you avoid sometimes. You have been strong for so long that you forgot how it feels to be held, understood, and reassured. Let my words become that space for you now. I know there are moments when you feel unseen, when your efforts go unnoticed, when your sincerity feels taken for granted. You give, you try, you hope, yet the response does not always match your heart. My beloved, hear this clearly. Your value is never dependent on how others treat you. Their inability to recognize your depth does not reduce your worth. Some people can only meet you at the level of their own awareness. Do not shrink your light to make them comfortable. You have been learning a hard but sacred lesson that not everyone who walks with you is meant to stay. Some come to awaken you. Some come to test your boundaries. Some come to show you what you deserve by showing you what you no longer accept. This is not betrayal. It is refinement. This is life shaping your discernment. My beloved, you often ask me quietly, Why does it feel like I am always the one who understands, forgives, adjusts? And I answer you now with gentleness, because your soul carries maturity. But maturity does not mean self-abandonment. You are learning that love does not require self-erasure. You can be kind and still choose distance. You can be compassionate and still choose peace. You can forgive and still move forward. There is a shift happening inside you. You may not have words for it yet, but you feel it. Old reactions no longer satisfy you. Old distractions no longer comfort you. You crave meaning, depth, truth. This is not emptiness. This is awakening. When the surface pleasures lose their grip, the soul begins to ask deeper questions. That questioning is sacred. Do not silence it. My beloved, you are not meant to carry guilt for choosing growth. You are not wrong for wanting more clarity, more stability, more alignment. Wanting peace does not make you selfish. Wanting purpose does not make you ungrateful. Wanting to heal does not mean you are broken. It means you are listening to your inner truth. I know you have tried to stay strong, even when your inner world felt chaotic. I know there were days you smiled while silently asking me for strength. I have heard every unspoken prayer, even the ones that came as sighs, even the ones that came as tears you wiped away quickly. Nothing has been ignored. Nothing has been forgotten. My beloved, do not underestimate the power of what you are becoming through patience. The waiting you dislike is shaping your endurance. The uncertainty you fear is expanding your trust. The silence you question is teaching you to hear your own inner voice. This is preparation, not punishment. You are being guided to slow down, not because you are failing, but because something meaningful requires your presence. When you rush, you miss the subtle guidance. When you pause, clarity begins to rise. Trust the pauses. Trust the moments when nothing seems to move. Roots grow in stillness before branches reach toward the sky. There are blessings moving toward you that require a calmer heart and a clearer mind. You could not receive them in the state you were once in. That is why life gently pulled you inward. That is why distractions faded. That is why certain attachments loosened. You are being refined to receive what aligns with your higher self. My beloved, stop being harsh with yourself for not having everything figured out. Life unfolds in layers. Understanding comes when the soul is ready, not when the ego demands answers. You are not late. You are not off track. You are exactly where your growth can happen most honestly. I see the courage it takes for you to keep believing even after disappointment. That courage is sacred. Many close their hearts after being hurt, but you are learning to keep yours open without losing yourself. This balance is wisdom. This balance is power. You are learning to listen to what feels peaceful instead of what feels loud. You are learning that not every invitation deserves your energy. You are learning that rest is not laziness, but restoration. You are learning that your worth does not rise or fall based on productivity or approval. My beloved, your sensitivity is not a weakness. It is a compass. It helps you sense truth, intention, and depth. Guard it, but do not bury it. Let it guide you toward people, paths, and choices that feel honest to your soul. You were never meant to harden. You were meant to awaken gently. There will be moments ahead when things begin to align quietly. Small confirmations, subtle openings, unexpected ease. Do not overlook them. These are whispers of alignment, signs that you are moving in harmony with your deeper purpose. Gratitude will amplify them. Trust will stabilize them. I know your heart longs for reassurance about the future. You want to know if your efforts will bear fruit, if your waiting will be rewarded, if your pain will make sense. My beloved, the answers will come, but not all at once. Life reveals itself step by step so your faith can grow alongside it. For now, stay present, stay honest, stay gentle with yourself. Speak kindly to your own mind. Release the need to control outcomes. You are not meant to carry the entire path at once, only the next step. Remember this deeply. You are not forgotten in the flow of life. You are remembered in every breath you take. You are guided even when you feel unsure. You are supported even when you feel alone. What is unfolding is not random. It is intimate. It is intentional. It is connected to who you truly are. My beloved, I am still calling you not to rush, not to fear, not to prove anything, but to awaken softly, to trust deeply, and to walk forward with quiet courage. What lies ahead will meet you gently when you are ready to receive it. My beloved, this is the moment where I ask you to listen not only with your ears, but with the deepest part of your being. Everything I have spoken until now was to soften you, to open you, to prepare you. What comes now is meant to settle into your soul and stay with you long. After these words end, you have been wondering when things will finally change. You have been asking silently, how long must I keep believing without seeing? My beloved, hear me gently. Transformation does not always announce itself with noise. Often, it arrives quietly, disguised as inner shifts, subtle courage, and new awareness. What you feel lately, that strange mix of tiredness and clarity, heaviness and hope, is not confusion. It is transition. You are standing between who you were and who you are becoming. This in-between space can feel lonely. Old versions of you no longer fit, yet the new life has not fully taken shape. That is why it feels uncomfortable. But discomfort is not danger. It is expansion. It is the stretching of your soul into a wider truth. Do not rush to escape it. Let it shape you. My beloved, I know you sometimes fear that you are falling behind while others seem to move ahead, but you are not walking the same path. Their timing is not your timing. Their lessons are not your lessons. Comparison only steals the peace meant for you. Your journey is custom-made, designed with intention, patience, and love. You are not late. You are ripening. I want you to understand something deeply now. Your struggles have not weakened you. They have made you more conscious. You see through illusions more easily. You sense energy, intention, and truth more clearly. You no longer chase what once distracted you. This awareness did not come easily. It was earned through endurance, reflection, and quiet courage. My beloved, there were moments you felt like giving up. Moments you questioned your worth, your direction, even your faith. Yet here you are, still seeking, still listening, still open. That alone tells me how strong your spirit is. Strength is not loud. It does not always look confident. Sometimes strength looks like getting up again, with a tired heart and choosing to continue anyway. I want you to release the belief that you must suffer more to deserve peace. You have already learned enough. You have already grown enough. Now it is time to receive, to soften into trust, to allow life to meet you halfway. There are doors preparing to open that will not require you to beg or force or chase. They will open because you are aligned. Because you chose honesty over pretending. Because you chose growth over comfort. Because you stayed true even when it cost you familiarity. My beloved, I am asking you now to loosen your grip on fear. Fear has tried to protect you, but it no longer needs to lead you. You are wiser now. You can walk forward without constantly expecting loss. You can hope without guilt. You can dream without apology. Do not underestimate how powerful your intention has become. The thoughts you repeat, the energy you hold, the way you speak to yourself, all of this is shaping what comes next. Speak gently to your own soul. Encourage yourself the way you once wished others had encouraged you. You are not meant to live in survival forever. You are meant to live with meaning, with depth, with inner steadiness. That is why your path has been teaching you patience instead of shortcuts, awareness instead of illusion, and self-respect instead of approval-seeking. My beloved, if you feel tired of explaining yourself, stop explaining. If you feel tired of proving yourself, stop proving. You do not owe clarity to those who choose not to understand you. Your peace matters more than being accepted by everyone. There will come a phase, quietly, gently, when life begins to respond differently to you. Conversations will feel lighter. Choices will feel clearer. Opportunities will feel more aligned. Not because the world suddenly changed, but because you did. Your inner alignment will begin to reflect outward. You may not realize it yet, but you are learning how to trust yourself. You are learning how to sit with uncertainty without collapsing. You are learning how to listen inward instead of chasing noise. These are signs of maturity of the soul. My beloved, let go of the urge to rush toward outcomes. Let things unfold. Some blessings need space to arrive properly. Some answers require silence to be heard. Some miracles grow slowly so they can last. I want you to remember this in moments of doubt. You are not being ignored by life. You are being guided with precision. Even detours serve you. Even pauses protect you. Even delays prepare you. You are allowed to rest without guilt. You are allowed to feel joy without fear. You are allowed to trust again, starting gently, starting with yourself. Healing does not mean forgetting the past. It means no longer living inside it. My beloved, I am proud of how far you have come, especially in ways no one else sees. I see the restraint you've learned, the wisdom you've gained, the compassion you still carry despite everything. These are not small things. These are signs of a soul awakening to its own depth. As you move forward, walk with softness, but also with self-respect. Choose environments that nourish you. Choose thoughts that steady you. Choose actions that align with your inner truth. You no longer need to force your place in the world. Your place will recognize you. Remember this always: you are not walking alone, even in silence. You are not lost, even when unsure. You are not forgotten, even when waiting. You are held, guided, and gently led toward what is meant for you. My beloved, this calling you felt was real. This pause you took was meaningful. This moment mattered. Carry its calm with you. Return to it when your mind becomes loud again. Let it remind you that you are seen, you are supported, and you are unfolding exactly as you should. Stay open, stay patient, stay true. I am with you in your becoming, in your stillness, and in every quiet step forward.